Queen Camilla hit by torrent of vile abuse after testing positive for COVID. People have taken to Twitter to broadcast their vitriol, comparing the COVID-stricken queen consort to a horse, cow, and parasite while cruelly stating they hope she does not recover. Queen Camilla tested positive for COVID after coming down with cold-like symptoms, Buckingham Palace announced on Monday, February 13. The 75-year-old cancelled and postponed all her engagements this week, including those in Birmingham and Telford, initially citing a seasonal illness. But just a few hours after the news broke, the Queen consort received a barrage of hate on Twitter, toxic and disgraceful, suggesting Prince Harry's recent book and docu-series might have incited the hatred. Several nasty comments aimed at Camilla emerged on social media, with the Queen consort being compared to animals. Some have grossly speculated which ailment the Queen consort who wed King Charles III in 2005 is suffering from. Suggested she had come down with a sexually transmitted disease, with one user posing the question, "Royal mistresses usually get syphilis, don't they?" Other suggestions were put forward for her seasonal illness, such as horenaria, too much gin and dubonnet, a wine-based aperitif, after supper, and mad cow disease. Another pretended to show sympathy, saying they hoped they called a vet or whoever treats horses. One user recommended that the former Duchess of Cornwall be dosed with ivermectin, medication that is commonly used to treat parasitic diseases. Some appear pleased to hear the news of the royals' ill health, asking whether they were horrible for laughing at Mr. Palmer's tweet that said Camilla had tested positive with the virus that has killed hundreds and thousands of Brits since it emerged in 2020. Many did not hold back in expressing their disdain for Camilla, with another Twitter user describing Camilla as a homewrecker. Camilla and Charles first dated in the 70s before rekindling their relationship in the 80s, while both married to other people. Their affair famously provoked Princess Diana's description that there were 3 people in their marriage and the publication of the so-called Camillagate tapes. Mr. Palmer hit back at the hatred that emerged in response to his tweets, suggesting that the reaction should be taken seriously by both sides of the royal family debate that has reignited ever since Prince Harry and Meghan Markle stepped back from their roles as senior royals. In a tweet, published on Tuesday morning, Mr. Palmer wrote, "I'm all for public and media scrutiny of the royal family, but the debate on all sides has become so toxic now it's a disgrace." The reaction from some on Twitter to Queen Camilla going down with COVID should give many people, including her stepson Prince Harry, food for thought. In his recent tell-all memoir, Spare, the Duke of Sussex described his stepmother as dangerous and, in the 60 Minutes interview with Anderson Cooper, how she was seen as the villain. Father of 2 also revealed in the ghostwritten book, released last month, that both he and his older brother Prince William promised to welcome Camilla into the royal fold on the basis that she and the king did not marry. Charles was distraught, with Harry airing embarrassing and damaging assertions and dragging Camilla into the equation. Harry's book, published with Penguin Random House, was the fastest-selling non-fiction book since records began, with some 500,000 copies sold in the UK in its first week. Camilla tested positive for COVID first in February 2022, with the then Prince Charles also catching the virus at the same time. She is fully vaccinated, now resting, and said to be in good spirits.